Hey, Koah, it's your grandpa. I wanted to explain something to you. So, the thing you just saw is a heat pump. It sits outside, it spins fans. This one has two fans on it. Through the air. Well, that didn't make any sense. The fans pull air through the fins, and then the pump inside is pushing fluid through the fins, and those fins collect the hot or the cold depending which direction the pump is running. And it pumps it into the house, like through that little line. It's called the line set usually, into the air handler. The air handler is in the house. And the air handler is like a radiator, like on a car. Inside of it is like the radiator, and then there's a big fan. It's called usually a squirrel cage, 14 other things, blah, blah. When you turn your temp up in your house, you want heat. It blows the air past the radiator. If this gadget is in heat mode, pulling the heat out of the air. Right now it's pulling the cool out of the air to make it cooler in the house, but it's really running slow because it has variable speed pumps in it. A pump, maybe two, I'm not sure. Anyway, so what happened was big storm came through, big winds, and it knocked that power line right there. It comes off the telephone pole with the transformer. The tree come down and knock that power line off the house, and boom. And then when the power came back on like a week later. My heat pump didn't work. When I say heat pump, what I mean is the gadget outside the house. That's what I call the heat pump. So, watch out for the dogs. Anyways, after fighting with the insurance company, and they didn't agree, which it's too long of a story for right now. Even though it worked fine for 9 years until the storm come and ripped the power line off and this and that. And then of course it didn't work right after we turned the power back on. So this thing, that's the old heat pump, right? This is the heat pump. You have one at your house, outside your house. Kind of looks like the same shape. Does the same thing. If you're trying to call for cold air in the house to keep the house cooler, it's going to suck the cold air out of the house. If it's in the winter, it'll pull the warm air out of the air, put it into the house. Anyways, Grandpa's going to tear this apart because there's copper in there and aluminum. You separate it, take it to the scrapyard to get more money. Anyways, might do that tomorrow. So, I'm going to show you what normally is in the house and what Grandpa made with it. When you look at the doggies, there's Tanner. Oh, let's play fetch. There's the garden. Lots of lettuce, tomatoes, peppers. Oh, we had some peppers the other day. They were hot, very, very hot. But I want to show you over here what Grandpa did. So inside the house, the heat pump, that square thing outside your house, is connected to something called an air handler. And that air handler is like a big box. And it has a big fan in it. And that fan pulls air past a radiator, like in your car. Bunch of copper or aluminum tubes, bunch of fins. And that radiator gets hot or cold, depending on how the air is pulled from the... We'll leave the dogs outside. Depending on how the air is pulled from the heat pump. So, this is Grandpa's old air handler, right? Inside your house is the air handler. Normally this is like this big. Grandpa cut it down. And Grandpa put wheels on it, right? And then also in the winter, if it's very, 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 very cold and your heat pump can't make enough heat from the ambient air temperature, you have to turn on your emergency heat, your backup heat. And in my case, it was always electric. So in here are electric heat strips. You could never touch these. It's just the way it is right now. So when you, in the very, very cold winter, you turn on your emergency heat or your backup heat, or your heat pump's not keeping up to keep the house warm, it turns these on. And those run the electric bill like way up. Behind that, let's see if I can show you. Behind that is a squirrel cage fan. See that thing? I'm gonna spin it. See? It's got the squirrel cage. And that's what moves the air throughout the house. So, Grandpa took the old air handler that was inside your house, just like yours. I think yours is in your attic. He cut this off, left it so I could put a filter in it, and I left it so I could put an additional, the cheap 1-inch thin filters in it, put wheels on it. I put my original thermostat on it that was in the house, which this is like a $300 thermostat. I wired it all up just to work the fan. So we have 2 circuit breakers. Circuit breaker is it's kind of like a light switch, but it senses if there's too much voltage. Grandpa only wired this to the circuit breaker that runs that squirrel cage fan that's gonna spin all the air here in a second. And like I said, I put wheels on it. It's a nice little workbench. So, we're gonna turn it on. Are you ready? We're gonna turn it on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this switch on. It's already plugged in. I did have to wire it 220 to my welder plug. You ready? So we wait. The thermostat comes on. Give it a few seconds. There it goes. Oh, that's blowing a lot of air. So now, in the garage, Grandpa's got a nice little, what do you think? Look at my shorts. Woo, it's blowing. Yep. And I can even, this thermostat still connects to my Wi-Fi, but I can turn the fan off just like that. And it tells me how it's 78 degrees in here. Anyways, love you, koah. Koah. It's your grandpa. Pays sometimes to keep old stuff. Know how they work. Fix them up. The reason I did it is so that in the garage when it's hot out, I can turn this big fan on. Have some nice air. Moves a lot of air. And it's filtering there, so if Grandpa ever gets back into woodworking, make some tables or something, I can filter the air like super fast because it's big. And like I said, I did not wire it up to turn those heat strips on because I don't need heat in the garage. Anyways, I love you, little buddy. Hope you have a great time at Toy Story. Bye-bye.